War in Ukraine, the 18th of April. Situation on the ground. Weather today. Kharkiv sunny, 22 degrees Celsius. Svatova partly cloudy, 22 degrees Celsius. Donetsk City and Kherson City sunny, 21 to 22 degrees Celsius. The Ukrainian General Staff reported 143 combat engagements in the last 24 hours. Kursk Sumy area. 21 combat engagements were reported since yesterday. We have fighting into Sumy Oblast and also into Belgorod Oblast. We have some Russian gains in Kursk Oblast south of Guevo. We have ongoing fighting in that area. We also have ongoing fighting northeast of Sumy with a possible Ukrainian gain in that area. In the Belgorod area we have ongoing fighting around Demidovka, and we probably have some Russian gains in that area. We can expect ongoing fighting. Russian minor gains are possible to probable over the coming week. Ukrainian counterattacks are likely. North of Kharkiv, we have ongoing fighting around Vovchansk. Russian sources claim gains, not confirmed. We have limited fighting and that is likely to continue. No major changes are likely over the coming week. The situation is assessed as stable. Kupiansk-Svatova area. The Ukrainian General Staff reported 4 Russian attacks since yesterday. I have no confirmed changes. We have a probable minor Russian gain close to the international border north of Kupiansk in the Kamyanka area. In the Senkova area, we have a reported Ukrainian counterattack with possibly a 1 kilometer gain, not yet confirmed. Russian attacks remains relatively limited. I do not expect any major changes here. Ukrainian counterattacks are probable over the coming week. Ukrainian gains are possible. Crimea area. 20 Russian attacks reported since yesterday. I do not have any confirmed gains, but we have some likely Russian gains. We have reports that Russian forces have advanced in the Novomykhailivka direction. Russian sources claim gains in the Yampolivka area, which are not confirmed, but based on previous fighting, they are not unlikely. Expect heavy fighting in this area. Intermittent Russian gains are not unlikely over the coming week. Siversk salient, Bakhmut, Toretsk. In the Siversk salient, we have some Russian attacks, no confirmed gains. Most Russian attacks are conducted on the eastern side of the salient in the general direction of Siversk. Russian forces have not made any significant gains here for a very long time. I assess they likely do not have the forces for significant offensive actions over time. Therefore, the situation is assessed as stable, and I expect it will remain stable for the coming weeks to the coming months. At Chasiv Yar, we had 8 Russian attacks reported. This is an increase of Russian attacks in this area. Russian forces continue attacking Stupochki, which seems to be their main focus in this area. I have no confirmed changes. Expect ongoing fighting. At Toretsk we had 11 Russian attacks. We have had a decrease in reported Russian attacks in this area over the last couple of days. We have minor Ukrainian gains west of Toretsk, while we have minor Russian gains in the Toretsk area. We have Russian pressure west of Toretsk, where they have made some gains over the last couple of weeks. Possibly we have additional Russian gains in that area. We have ongoing reports of increasing use of armored vehicles by Russian forces here. It looks like they are mostly using them to ferry troops towards the front and not supporting the attacks. Expect heavy fighting. Donetsk City area, Pokrovsk sector. Here we had 64 Russian attacks reported. As expected, they have again increased from below 30 attacks, which were reported yesterday. We have likely Russian gains at Myrolubivka, northeast of Selidova. We have a Ukrainian counterattack south of Udashne. Heavy ongoing fighting, no major changes. I do expect we will continue to see Russian attacks at this level over the coming days at least. West of Donetsk city. We have Russian gains at Roslyv and Kostiantynopil, where they have made some gains since yesterday. Heavy fighting is ongoing. Russian forces are exerting some pressure in this area. We have a Ukrainian counterattack, likely a spoiling attack, in the Odradane area. Vremivka area. We have reports of minor Russian gains south of Fedorivka, which is north-northwest of Vremivka. The overall situation has not changed. Expect ongoing fighting in this area over the coming week. Kamyanska area. We have reported Russian attacks both in the Orikhiv area and also in the Kamyanska area. We have a probable Russian gain in the Mala-Tokmaka area, but that is likely limited. It is reported to have been gained after a battalion-sized Russian mechanized attack. It is reported Russian forces took significant losses in that attack. Increasing mechanized attacks by Russian forces are not improbable. Increasing losses would in such case be likely. General conclusions. Overall, the situation has not changed. We have ongoing Russian attacks with Russian forces again exerting heavier pressure in the Pokrovsk area. The reporting indicates increasing Russian mechanized attacks, which would indicate they are conducting an offensive. They have not made any significant gains, and Russian losses in materiel are increasing. I expect more Russian mechanized attacks for some time, but losses are likely to be high, so I do not expect they can conduct such attacks on scale for a prolonged period. Should this be the start of a Russian spring offensive, it has so far been rather underwhelming. However, increasing Russian mechanized attacks could see some local changes. The Ukrainian General Staff's reporting regarding Russian losses would also indicate that we are seeing the start of a Russian offensive. If they can sustain such an offensive remains to be seen. I have personally some doubts. End of report.